Hey folks, so today we are starting off with trying to get some stairs built for the Eggin Wagon. Now for this, what I'm going to be using is I've actually got a stringer here, and this is one that I made when I was doing the stairs for the mill house. And it didn't quite come out right. It didn't match up with the other ones the way I wanted it to, so I ended up making a different one. But we've had this one sitting around here for the last year or so, and so I think what I should be able to do is just cut this up into a couple small pieces, and it should work just fine for this. So the way this would work if this were on the mill house is that this would be where the stair tread would be, and this would be the vertical side. But we're gonna flip this. So it'll make for a steeper staircase, and it'll also make it so I need like two less stair treads for this. So instead, this is going to be our vertical place here, and then our stair tread's going to be on here. So it's going to be kind of a weird stair height and stair tread size, but for a chicken coop, it doesn't really matter. Quit it! Trying to work here. No. Come on, leave me alone. You really don't understand the concept of leaving me alone, do you? So I got some hinges picked up the other day, so we're gonna see if we can't get these stairs finished off. I need to put a little bit of bracing on them yet to make them a little bit stiffer, and then we'll get the hinges on, and I think this project should be finished off. Well, I think I want to come up with a little bit different way of tying this up than I've got it currently, but this will definitely work for the time being. So our fence through here is starting to get a little bit overgrown with grass, so we're going to take a minute here to go all the way around here with the string trimmer and get this stuff knocked back. So we're gonna do a little bit of work here on the rototiller. I was having some issues with this when I was using it to till in between the rows of potatoes. But before we get started doing some work on there, I actually want to hose it down and clean it up just a little bit. Now, I'm gonna let it set for a few minutes just to let the engine and everything cool down before I start hitting it with some real cold water. And while we wait on that, we're gonna do a little bit of work on her, because it's supposed to be getting really hot here over the next few days. And she hasn't completely blown out her winter coat, so we're gonna see if we can't help her along with that a little bit and try and get her to be a little bit cooler during this little heat wave. Come here. Yeah, that's a good girl. That's a good girl. Alright, so the issue that I was having with this thing is that the belt was slipping that basically drives the tiller forward. And the way it works is when you pull down on this lever, it makes the engine move up. And when that happens, it moves two pulleys apart from each other and puts tension on a belt. Well, those pulleys aren't moving far enough apart, so the belt's not getting enough tension, which makes it slip, which means that this thing doesn't start driving when you start putting some strain on it. So we've got a little piece over here that our gear shift thing kind of clicks around, and this is adjustable. So I think that if I loosen this up, move it down just a little bit, that should solve the problem, I think. That actually feels pretty good. It feels like it snaps right into place there, and that might do it. So I think I'm also going to take a whack at kind of this, I don't know what you call it, fender thing here. As you can see, it's gotten bent out quite a lot. I don't think that's something I did, but seeing as I'm messing with it, I might as well see if I can get that kind of straightened back out again. Yeah, that worked real well. Let's try that again. That looks a little bit better. Cool. Push this side back in just a little bit as well. Alrighty, so I got what I guess we'll call a middle buster attachment on the rototiller, and we're going to try running up through the rose potatoes and seeing if we can't get a little bit of hilling going on using that. Alright, well, the rows are a little bit too far apart to really, for that to work well with the rototiller. It's just not able to push it out far enough. I tried running kind of more to one side than the other, but then it's kind of tilted to the one side from after the first pass, and it's not really pushing the dirt over. So I don't think I'm going to worry about trying to hill them this year. It's a little late in the year to try to be doing that anyways, but whatever we get out of them is what we'll get. Alrighty, well, I was planning on wrapping this video up by doing a little work on the skid steer here, and it's needing the hydraulic filter replaced. That's something you have to do every 1,000 hours, and that just rolled over a little while back here on it. The only problem is that our filter is back in here, and in order to get it off, you gotta stick a socket on the bottom of that to get that housing off of there, so you can pull that out and you can get the old filter out and the new one in. I don't have a socket big enough to get in there, so I'm gonna have to figure out what size that is and then pick something up so I can get that. So that's gonna have to wait till next week. So since we can't do that, that is gonna be it for this video. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.